And we want to take you to Tanzania. The National Election Commission has called for investigations into claims that some political parties are training militia groups ahead of the country's elections on October the 25th. KTN's political editor Ben Kitilli now gives us an insight into the campaigns for what has been said to be Tanzania's most competitive elections.
Indeed, it is a full general election political campaign mood here in Tanzania's commercial capital, that is Dar es Salaam. And as we have been reporting, it is a two-horse race for the presidency for the October 25th presidential election between Chama cha Mapinduzi, CCM's John Joseph Pombe Magufuli, who has been a member of parliament for 20 years and has been a cabinet minister, and former Prime Minister Edward Lowassa, who is running for the presidency on an Ukawa, the opposition coalition ticket. His political party is the Chama cha Demokrasia na Maendeleo, Chadema party, which has come together with other key opposition parties to form that Ukawa coalition to try and challenge CCM, try to kick out the Independence Party from power for the first time. CCM has been in power since 1964 when Tanzania gained independence. So the two presidential candidates have been traversing the country to try and campaign, drum up supports for their causes, with barely a month to go for the October 25th elections. And on Sunday, Edward Lowassa, the Ukawa candidate, was here in Dar es Salaam, where he addressed 3 political rallies, including one at Kigamboni and the vote-rich TNEC area of Dar es Salaam, where he did continue to reiterate his call to work on the education sector here in Tanzania, which he has been saying that it has not been doing very well. He has said that that has been the cause of Tanzania's problems, and he wants to work on that, to work on Tanzania's problems right from the root. And he has mentioned education as his key pillar in many of his political campaigns so far. Another thing that he did talk about, Edward Lowassa, is that he will work for Dar es Salaam. Remember, the two candidates are trying their best to the city of Dar es Salaam, which has many voters for that presidential poll. And he did say, Lowassa did promise the people of Dar es Salaam that if he gets into power, he will work on a special ministry for Dar es Salaam city to work on the problems that have been bedeviling the metropolis that is Dar es Salaam. That is, of course, that includes transport, as you can see behind me. This is a project that has been ongoing. It is a bus project, a speed bus project that the government has been trying to put in place to make sure they decongest the city. Edward Lowassa saying that he will create a special ministry for the metropolis of Dar es Salaam. On their part, Chama cha Mapinduzi, CCM, were in the Geita region of Tanzania, basically in Chato constituency, which is the home turf of the CCM presidential candidate John Magufuli. That is where he comes from, and of course he will be making sure that he gets the majority of the votes come October 25th when Tanzanians go to the polls. And he was addressing his people, telling them to give him maximum support so that he can ensure the support of the rest of the country. He did crack the whip on contractors and those people who have been given jobs by the government to try and develop different parts of infrastructure in Tanzania, saying that there has been a problem of contracting where contractors take too much time to deliver service to Tanzanians, saying that he will crack the whip on them if he gets into State House come October 25th. But he did say that he will not be a dictatorial president for Tanzania, contrary to what has been said by some of his political rivals. One key pillar in the opposition coalition, that is the Ukawa coalition for Edward Lowassa, has been another former Prime Minister, Frederick Sumaye, who was Prime Minister from 1995 to the year 2005, Prime Minister for a total of 10 years. We did see him defect to join the Ukawa political team, and he has been saying that this is time for the opposition in Tanzania to kick out CCM, telling CCM that they will not be enjoying the monopoly that they have been, political monopoly, over the years. So it will be an interesting 35 days to the October 25th election, and we as KTN News are here in Tanzania to traverse the different provinces of this East African nation to just give you the lowdown on what is happening in the political campaigns for especially the two horses in this presidential race. I'm Ben Kitilli in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania.
That's right, our political editor Ben Kitilli and Francis Ontomwa, together with a crew, are in Tanzania, and they will continue to be based there during the campaigns, through the election, and even after, getting you the whole story of that transition in Tanzania. Thanks very much for that tonight, Ben Kitilli in Dar es Salaam. All right, now we want to switch gears to business news now, and among other things, talking about how camel milk is the next thing and construction. More interestingly, Abby Agina will be having the details of just what happens with the teacher strike going forward, and crunching some of those numbers that have been heavily disputed and debated throughout the day today. Abby?
We're taking a closer look at what this strike by teachers means and what it takes really to finance this particular strike. Other than that, we'll also be taking a look at some good news for tea farmers, all that coming up after the break.